Industry experts call Jin BTS's success unfair. What's the real story behind Running Wild? Is it possible for someone's success to be so staggering that it leaves even industry insiders questioning its fairness? That's exactly what's happening with Jin, the global superstar from BTS, whose solo hit Running Wild has just smashed a major milestone. But what lies beneath this achievement? Is it really unfair, as some critics claim? Or is it a reflection of undeniable talent, timing, and a devoted fanbase? A shocking milestone that's breaking records and raising eyebrows. On March 29, 2025, fans around the globe erupted with excitement when it was announced that Running Wild, Jin's upbeat solo track from his debut album Happy, had surpassed 300 million streams on Spotify. The achievement was celebrated widely online, with hashtags like #JinRunningWild300M trending on X, formerly Twitter, within minutes of the announcement. Yet, while fans cheered, whispers of skepticism began to emerge in corners of the industry. Some anonymous insiders have reportedly described Jin's rise as unprecedented and questionable. One even called it unfair. But what could possibly be unfair about a K-pop star, already part of the biggest boy band in history, excelling on his own? To answer that, we need to dive deeper. The song that took the world by storm when Happy dropped on November 15, 2024, it was clear from day one that Jin's solo effort wasn't going to be overshadowed by BTS's collective success. Running Wild, one of the lead singles, became an instant fan favorite, thanks to its playful melody, nostalgic undertones, and whimsical music video featuring Jin frolicking with a dog and a bucket of popcorn. The song's breezy vibe captured the essence of Jin's public persona: lighthearted, humorous, and unapologetically unique. Critics praised it for being refreshingly fun in an era dominated by dark, brooding pop tracks. Fans, meanwhile, couldn't stop replaying it, and the numbers reflected their love. But how did a seemingly simple song go from chart success to industry controversy? Critics say Jin's success isn't organic. Is that fair? As Running Wild soared to the top of streaming charts, skeptics began to raise concerns. Some music executives hinted that Jin's success might have been fueled by BTS's existing global influence, rather than by the intrinsic merits of his solo music. "It's not that Running Wild isn't a great song," said one anonymous industry analyst. But you have to wonder, would it have reached 300 million streams this fast if it wasn't Jin from BTS? This kind of questioning isn't new. In the world of K-pop, where artists' popularity is often inseparable from the groups that launched them, soloists frequently face accusations of riding on their group's coattails. But is that what's really happening here? Or is Jin's success a testament to his individual artistry, the power of the BTS army? A blessing or a curse? There's no denying that Jin's massive global fanbase played a crucial role in catapulting Running Wild to its latest milestone. The BTS army, known for their fierce loyalty and organized streaming efforts, has long been a force to be reckoned with. But some critics argue that this intense fan support can sometimes distort the playing field. "It's like bringing a bazooka to a knife fight," joked one industry insider. When you have millions of people streaming a song on repeat, it's almost impossible for any other artist to compete. Fans, however, see things differently. They argue that Jin's success is well-deserved and that the army's dedication is simply a reflection of the deep connection he's built with them over the years. Jin's perspective: humble, grateful, and unbothered throughout the controversy, Jin himself has remained characteristically humble. In interviews, he's repeatedly emphasized his gratitude for the fans who have supported him, both as part of BTS and as a solo artist. "Music is meant to bring joy," Jin said in a recent live stream. "If people are listening to my songs and feeling happy, that's all that matters to me." His down-to-earth attitude has only endeared him further to his fans, who see him as a refreshingly genuine figure in an industry often criticized for its manufactured personas. The real reason behind Running Wild's success. So, what's the real story behind the runaway success of Running Wild? Is it an unfair product of BTS's global dominance, or is it the result of Jin's unique charm and artistry? Perhaps the answer lies somewhere in between. Yes, it's true that being part of BTS gave Jin a platform that few other soloists could dream of. But it's also true that Running Wild is a song that resonates with people on its own merits, a catchy, joyful anthem that captures the spirit of carefree adventure. In the end, Jin's success may not fit neatly into the industry's usual narratives. But maybe that's exactly what makes it so exciting and so worth celebrating. Jin's solo career has already proven to be anything but predictable. While some industry insiders may question the fairness of his success, The reality is that Jin's journey as a soloist is just beginning. If Running Wild was his first big statement as a standalone artist, what comes next could be even more groundbreaking. Rumors are already swirling about his next musical move. Will he experiment with a different genre? Will he collaborate with international artists? Some speculate that he might even take on acting more seriously, considering his background in film and drama before joining BTS. One thing is certain: Jin thrives on defying expectations. One of the most fascinating aspects of Jin's solo rise is how it's exposing the outdated assumptions of the music industry. For years, solo success in K-pop has often been measured by traditional album sales and music show wins. Streaming, while important, was rarely the defining factor. But Jin's massive numbers on Spotify and other streaming platforms prove that the game has changed. Digital consumption now dictates an artist's longevity, and Jin is at the forefront of that shift. His ability to command hundreds of millions of streams without aggressive promotions or industry push suggests that the old formulas no longer apply. Industry insiders may call it unfair, but perhaps what they're really facing is a landscape where true fan engagement matters more than traditional industry gatekeeping. Jin's success isn't a fluke, it's a signal of where the music business is heading. Of course, no discussion of Jin's career can ignore the role of BTS. The group's massive global influence has set an almost impossibly high standard for its members' solo endeavors. While their collective success has undoubtedly paved the way for each member's individual projects, it also brings immense pressure. For Jin, that pressure could have been stifling. Instead, he's used it as fuel. Rather than chasing the typical idol-turned-soloist formula, he's leaned into his unique strengths, his humor, his emotive voice, and his deep connection with fans. This approach has made Running Wild feel organic despite the massive numbers behind it. Rather than following a generic pop blueprint, Jin infused the song with his own personality, making it a refreshing standout in the K-pop landscape. Still, there's an undeniable tension in being both a BTS member and a soloist. Will his future projects continue to be measured against BTS's achievements? Can he carve out a space that feels truly his own? The debate over Jin's success highlights a long-standing divide in the music industry. The gap between traditional industry power players and modern fan-driven movements. On one side, critics argue that fandom-driven success distorts merit-based achievement. On the other, fans counter that streaming numbers and engagement reflect real demand, not just industry favoritism. This isn't the first time such a debate has emerged, and it certainly won't be the last. K-pop has long been at the center of conversations about the evolving power of fandoms in shaping global music trends. But if Jin's streaming numbers prove anything, it's that fans now hold more power than ever. And the industry is still struggling to catch up. Jin's triumph with Running Wild raises a crucial question. Is the future of K-pop solo careers being rewritten before our eyes? Traditionally, idols who transition to solo careers follow a set path: extensive promotions, heavy media appearances, and a reliance on album sales. But Jin's numbers suggest that an artist can succeed even without aggressive marketing, as long as they have a genuine connection with their audience. This shift could have major implications for future idols. Rather than relying on traditional promotional cycles, could more artists find success by focusing on digital reach and fan-driven engagement? If Jin's trajectory is any indication, the answer might be yes. Despite all the noise, both celebratory and critical, Jin seems unbothered. He's never been one to chase validation from the industry, and that's part of what makes him so beloved. As he continues to break records, redefine industry expectations, and surprise even his most loyal fans. One thing is clear: Jin's success isn't a glitch in the system. It's a glimpse into the future of music. So, is his rise unfair? Or is he simply outpacing an industry that hasn't yet caught up to the new rules of the game? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain: Jin is running wild, and nothing is stopping him.